Chris Benoit's son is getting into wrestling. How will his career be impacted? I'm going to say this. Let me start real quick. All you pathetic people on the internet calling him all these names as if the son is responsible for the father's actions. What is wrong with you?
There's people actually doing that?
Yes. When he showed up at, was it AEW?
Yeah, he was at the AEW.
The comments were nasty.
Seriously.
They were bad. Talking about, oh, this douchebag doesn't deserve anything. He's this, he's that. And everyone's like, how is he paying for what his dad did?
He was a child. He was a child. I don't even think he was a teenager yet.
He was a child. And I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, because now everything...
He's a victim.
Yeah, he goes anywhere, and he's going to be... Everyone's going to bring that shit up.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't help that he looks just like Chris Benoit. Like, it does not help. Like, he looks literally just like him. And, and no one ever thought about, like, how traumatic that was for him.
Yeah,
absolutely. And people are mad that he didn't basically condemn his dad and be like, oh, F him. Like, that was his dad.
Yeah.
That was his dad. That's all he knows.
And he was a child.
Like, he was a child. Yeah, like...
like, his little brother was murdered. His father murdered him. And his father murdered himself and his stepmother.
Yeah.
Like, no one's looking at from how his perspective. Then he, like, when they did the Dark Side of the Ring episode about the Benoit and how he was saying basically every wrestler blackballed him except for Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
He said Chris Jericho was the only one that reached out to him.
Here's him with Chris Jericho, Edge, and Christian.
Yeah.
But he was like, for years, he said everyone that, that was friends with Benoit, and then he was around, nobody reached out to him but Chris Jericho. Unfortunately, he has to deal with that with the rest of his life because of something that he did nothing to do, that his father did, but and it sucks that's when he's going to carry that when he shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I just building off of that, what in the world can you do when your father does something unspeakable?
Right.
Yeah, he still has to live his life.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm just like, what are you supposed to do? And everyone wants to remind him of that, but I'm like, one, like we said, he was a child. It's not like he could have done anything to stop it.
Right.
Like, it's not like this just happened a year ago where he could have been there and noticed something or done something or said something. Like, he was a child. He don't know.
Right. And I do hope that he does have a very good career, and I hope he does not get CTE.
Yeah.
That is my biggest concern. I wouldn't want him to get the CTE stuff like his dad had, and
I think that they are definitely being much more
careful
about that.
Yeah.
That's why you see the unprotected headshots. Actually, headshots in general are gone for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll see one every once in a while to have that wow factor, like, oh my, that OMG.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like almost every episode of Raw back in the day, there was at least one. Now it's happening maybe two times a year.
That chair shot The Rock did on Ken Shamrock.
Yeah, what he did to Ken Shamrock, what he did to Mick Foley in the I Quit match.
Yeah,
like he gave Mick Foley a ton of them.
Right.
Like there's just so much that it was terrible, but they're learning and they're trying to prevent that type of stuff, and they have protocols now where, hey, if you get concussed, you're out.
Right.
Like they take people out instead of the walk it off type mentality that was kind of prevalent in that day. So I don't foresee that being an issue. I want to 100%, would not wish that upon them, but I just don't see it being as likely nowadays because now that they know what can occur from it.
Right.
My question to you is, if he ends up on a major promotion, whether it's TNA, WWE, AEW, whatever, will he be treated fairly? And not only by the fans, but also backstage.
With the newer wrestlers, I think so. I do. I think if it was the older ones, no. That actually worked with his dad, maybe. But I do think a lot of these younger ones, I do. Especially if he's in AEW.
See, I think I don't know. I think some of the older ones will be more accepting.
Really?
Yeah, that's what
Because a lot of them really liked his dad.
like. Kurt
He
Angle,
was well respected.
Yeah, Kurt Angle speaks
Until,
glowingly of Chris Benoit. He's like, I can't bring up my best matches because they were with Chris Benoit.
Right.
Yeah, and I remember Angle saying that. Like he was like, it's like you're taking a part of my career away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I also think the older ones. See, I think there's going to be that in between phase that would kind of treat him harshly.
Mm-hmm.
Not the generation that's coming up now, like the Trick Williams, the Leon Slaters, the MJFs. I think they'll be fine, and I think the elder statesmen that were around with
like Edge and Christian and all
would
them.
be fine.
Demon.
But I think the people in between might have an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like
So-
Hangman and the Young Bucks, maybe.
Maybe them, but I'm more so thinking of guys that may have had some interactions with Chris.
Like the Miz.
Yeah, like the Miz,
Yeah.
like where he's not an elder statesman like Edge and Christian and all of them are, but he's not a young guy either. Like those type of guys, like the people that's a perfect example. Kind of the Miz's generation of talent. So I'm just trying to think of people who may be around. Someone like perhaps
R-Truth.
a Brock Lesnar. R-Truth
Truth
has been around a lot longer than a lot of people think.
R-Truth
Yeah.
he was
Quick,
K-Quick.
quick,
Yeah.
get rowdy.
Quick. Yeah.
I can see Brock Lesnar, Orton.
I could see someone like Orton.
Yeah.
See Orton. I think himself would probably be more inclusive because from what I've heard, now that he's kind of calmed his ass down,
Yeah.
he's become a very good mentor from what I've heard.
Okay.
So I could see him being more accepting, but I think it would be that, especially some of those people that might have felt bullied by Chris.
Like, well, I don't know about CM Punk, but I know he was around in that part too.
Yeah.
Like with Dolph Ziggler and all that stuff.
I can see wrestlers being a little bit more forgiving. The wrestling locker room is usually kind of tight knit. When it's not, it's bad. But fans, he would have to have a different name.
That was literally my next point. I was going to ask
be
that.
Chris Benoit Jr. You know
Can
what
he
I
be
mean?
Daniel Benoit?
I don't think you can use the Benoit
Yeah,
name.
I
You don't think so?
I don't think you can use the Benoit name. I think you can.
What if he uses his name and his brother's name? Like his brother's name first. I don't know the one that he,
Yeah, the one, I don't remember what his brother's name
I think
was.
that's fine, but I don't
He just can't have
think
Benoit.
you can use.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, they don't even let
They think it'd be like
Pillman's son's not even using his last
He
name.
chose not to.
He chose
Yeah,
not
and that's what I'm saying. I think that here it should be kind of the same thing. Like
Like I think it should be his name should be like Daniel, whatever the younger brother's name was, is the last name.
yeah,
or something.
but I'm just saying I feel for him because he's a victim in all of this.
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
so, I don't think anything should be held against him, not even in the slightest by anyone.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, what was he gonna do? I mean, how old is this dude? Like, you know what I mean? He was what, like 7 when this happened?
Yeah,
Something like that,
Like
like
7 and 10. He was young.
What do you want? So
Yeah. Daniel was the one that passed.
Oh, okay. His name's David then, right?
David might be his name.
So his name could be like David Daniel or something like that. I know that sounds kind of but something, you know what I mean?
Daniels.
David Daniels or something like that. You know, something like that. Just because I was like you say because you can't use the Benoit's last name. You just can't. It's just, unfortunately. But I think David Daniels wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah. So yeah, you just think he can't be a Benoit.
Right.
I don't think I honestly, I don't think. I think it would. I think that would hold him back.
Yeah.
Personally. So.
Yeah, I agree. I hope he does have a good career. I really do.
Absolutely.
You know, like you said, just as long as, you know, the CTEs with him is okay, you know what I mean? And just, you know, I'm rooting for him. I hope, you know, he's ready to get in or get ready to work and wherever he goes.
Yeah.
I can see Tony Khan actually signing him.
I can see Tony Khan giving. You could say a lot of things about Tony Khan as far as his booking decisions and whatnot.
Yes.
You may not agree with, but you cannot say that he doesn't try to take care of people.
Yeah.
He definitely tries to take care of people.
Right. Yeah, so yeah, I can see I think AEW probably be the best spot for him personally. But yeah, I would, you know, I'm looking forward to see how he works. You know, hopefully he doesn't do a lot of stuff that his dad did move wise. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure that might be a problem too.
I mean, I think the only thing he needs to take away is
the crippler.
Such a good move.
It is such a
good move.
And a lot of people use it now still.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like Daniel Bryan does the flying headbutt also.
Yeah,
but don't do the flying headbutt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the German suplex, I love needed the German suplex.
Do the German suplex. Everyone, that's not a Benoit. That's not a Benoit move.
Yeah.
So he should not be barred from doing a move that 800 other wrestlers do.
More than that, but yeah.
And don't do a leg drop as your signature move neither. That's a throwing a shot at Hogan. Because it's a trash finisher. But, but you know,
I'm hoping for the best for him.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.